style. It's a way of doing, a way of being done. Style is the answer to everything. It's like a bridge between worlds and disciplines. The intersection of culture, creativity, and timelines. Not many have style, and not many can keep it. But when it finds you, you gotta focus, innit? You might be onto something. First stop for us is we go London. Nav is a local English artist who uses a lot of football motifs in his work. He's a street artist with works all across the globe.
Somewhere near Hyde Park. Hyde Park,
If they go get some time of it.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit. Woo! Woo! Finish! Oh!
You seen that, right? I hope you got that.
What a better way to show your love for the sport than a five-a-side tournament.
But I said, are you listening? Yeah, I'm listening. Touch road like Michelin. I said, fam, it's a wrap. Should the girls look good today? Still, skins all glistening. Let me work the positioning. Make it shake if it's fat. Now you listening. I said, cuzzy, I'm listening. Touch road like Michelin. I said, fam, it's a wrap. Should the girls look good today? Still, skins all glistening. Let me work the positioning. Make it shake if it's fat.
Socrates is a New York-based fashion brand that is on the pulse of footballing culture. They've put together this event to celebrate brands in the same space. The team is participating are Socrates New York, Gaucho World, Dazed Magazine, LNCC, Cotton, Copa 90, Earth World, Soccer Ball Social.
All right, yes, we're here for the Socrates football tour. 4-city tour starting here in London, Milan, Paris, Amsterdam. Bring together brands, creatives, all under the name of football, for the love of the game. We're bringing New York to the world.
Golden goal now. Next goal win.
After some dodgy officiating, the blue team Cotton won the match, but it wasn't without controversy.
That wasn't even a goal. They come off the post, come straight back up. Bro, I'll be real.
Dean from Gaucho World, the most passionate manager, had to put his opinion on the table.
The trophy's not going to
The trophy's going back to the store.
You know what? Hey, come, do you know this feeling? Do you know this feeling? This is a winning feeling. Do you get it? Cottons, we do it around here. If you think you can do it, you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, clap it up, yeah.
Fashion shows were hitting for London Fashion Week.
it was so many people finessing that they were even if I'm in the shadow, it's crazy.
Look, you can see the quality.
No, it's good.
Look, it's solid.
What are we saying about them?
It was just talking about.
Yo, where we at, boys? What's up? What's going on, boys?
Man, right now we're at Gaucho Space, Hackney, London Fields Broadway Market. We're here.
Beautiful day. We didn't get the dub.
Hey.
We lost in the semis.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't got to talk about that.
Right,
We don't got to
to
talk
be
about
fair,
that.
the finals, we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Next, we hit Mayfair Elite Project Group to learn a little more about the football business and agency world. We were shown some exclusive boots and trainers for footballers like Bukayo Saka and Flo Balogun.
White.
No, Timber. Gabriel Saliba.
That's
Hey,
it,
come on,
man.
man. Yeah. Goal side or halfway line side? Halfway line side. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the one.
Got to, man.
I need to find out. I live in
We spent the day with our friend Shami, a talented designer from London who's a passionate football fan. He creates custom pieces from authentic kits and training gear. We had the privilege to attend an Adidas event that featured the Arsenal creator community. And players like Miles Lewis Skelly, Noni Madueke, and Gabriel Martinelli. So we're off to Paris and La Marais, the center of Paris Fashion Week.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
We got to spend the day with Usman and Femi, two passionate footy fans and designers of the luxury streetwear brand Arbella. We head to Socrates' Paris stop of their football Euro tour.
Play a bro.
I strike when the time's in. I built this with faith and prayer. I strike when the time's in. Yeah. I strike when the time's in. I built this with faith and prayer. I strike when the time's in.
I feel as though London is a cultural melting pot for so many different facets of fashion, which allows multiple avenues of expression. I can tell you of countless times that a football team has had to integrate their local community in their campaigns or in their kit design to have that brand storytelling element. Fashion isn't just about the clothes that you wear, it's about the story that's being told as well. So I think the first person that I have to mention is Hector Bellerin. He was a pioneer of just doing his own thing, using fashion as a vessel to communicate how he feels about life in general, and he's gone on to achieve so much within his fashion career, starting his own brand and just living a more holistic life through his beliefs. Secondly, I'll say Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's someone who's a really close friend. He was actually the first ever sports cover star for Gaucho World. A couple other athletes that I have to mention is Kunde. Like he's doing a lot for fashion at the moment, and you can't have this conversation without mentioning the girls as well. Leah Williamson. I think the last name I'll give is Djibril Cissé. Djibril Cissé is what a lot of people were scared to be, and he was doing it before the digital age. This guy was using his body as a canvas of fashion as well as using clothes. The tats, insane. Last year, we were lucky enough to have him as one of our sports cover stars, issue 6 it was. And fun fact that David Bellion actually styled Djibril Cissé for that shoe as well, which was another special moment for us. I'm Dean George, founder and creative director of Gaucho World, also known as the best thing out of Hackney since London feels lighter.
Next up, we hit Fashion Week thing.
You're just gonna ask me questions. All right. Yeah, take your time, dude. When I first was such a big soccer guy, people would kind of make fun of me because they would say soccer's for girls when I was a little kid. And now, and now fashion's become the cool sport. And everybody wants to be a soccer person. So, and in terms of fashion, I mean, I think some of the most iconic sports athletes in terms of fashion would be soccer players. Think of like all the Joga Bonito era, the Italian soccer teams, David Beckham, some iconic looks. You knew the insides of Kid Super. A lot of the people that early worked at Kid Super were because of my soccer friends. I'm always trying to capture that soccer energy of like, you have a coach, you got all these players, but there's a clear vision. And I'm a little bit of the coach and the star player. Holy shit, juggling for fucking 10 minutes is hard. And this is a futsal ball. So when I was in Brazil, a lot of the fun aspect of their culture was this thing called resenha. And I actually, I put it on my sweatpants. You gotta zoom in. This word is resenha. It's a soccer slang word in Brazil, and it means to chit chat, kind of. And when I was there, I didn't speak the language. And so they'd always be like, resenha, resenha. And I always wanted to be a part of it. And it was basically you would go and someone would just be like, come here and hang out. And I always wanted to be a part of it. And so that year after high school that I spent playing in Brazil kind of not only changed my trajectory in life, but I was there, I was alone, I was really focused on soccer, I had a lot of time to think. And when I came back, I was really, really focused in life. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this soccer thing, I'm gonna do this Kid Super thing. And yeah, so it's kind of a life-changing experience. I stopped juggling because of the pants. Well, it's so funny now, every brand that we've ever worked with or every person is now coming out of the woodwork saying they love soccer and they want to do stuff with soccer. And it's cool because we've been the soccer brand and I've been the soccer ambassador in fashion. And so now we've been able to work with a lot of brands to make a lot of the things that I always wanted to do happen now because they see the financial reward of the World Cup coming to the US. You're looking at a soccer field on my roof, and a lot of the reason I was able to do this was I was like, I'm gonna build it for the World Cup. Fuck, all-time favorite kit. We think about this a lot because we're designing so many kits. Because sometimes the kits that I love become these iconic kits because of the moment, the time period. The other thing that I really think it's an underrated kit aspect is the sponsor. You know, when you think of Thierry Henry, you think of like an O2 sponsor with the Arsenal. And I think the logo in the chest, whatever sponsor matters. And I actually like that European soccer does that, whereas like now in the NBA, they're like trying to add it, but it's like here and it's awkward. But my favorite kit of all time, there's some crazy ones. Like there's a famous Japanese one with a giant shrimp on it, which is sick. I always love that one. I really like that like Yoji Yamamoto with the rose one. That's an Adidas one. Yeah, that one's a sick one. I hate to say it because I'm not an Arsenal fan, but that Thierry Henry Arsenal jersey. Oh, I love the PSG gray and black one with Ronaldinho. That's an iconic long sleeve one. I own that one. It was funny. For my dad's 40th birthday, I got him the blue Real Madrid jersey, and I put 40 and dad on the back. And I didn't realize when I was young, turning 40 sucked. But yeah, those are my jerseys. I definitely, the dream of having Ronaldinho walk my fashion show and being able to collaborate with him and having him come into this building, that's a true pinch me moment. I used to have Like, my background on my phone currently is Ronaldinho. I had Ronaldinho posters. I bought all his jerseys. I've watched every single video. I remember I downloaded the U17 World Cup DVD that he was in with Brazil. Pretty crazy. It's funny because now people always ask me, like, what's my dream? But that was always my answer. And then now that I did it, I'm like, all right, what's next? Well, one of the dreams that I've had is, like, having my own club. And I don't know if you know, but I have a team with J Balvin in Baller League. So I have my own Baller League team, which is like our version of getting the Pro League team. Greatest goal I ever scored. Oof. Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple good goals, as I did love scoring, but I was more of a playmaker. And I have a couple moments in my childhood where, like, when I was like 10, I was in Madrid, and I did this like Real Madrid trial type thing, and I had like an unbelievable game, and everyone came up to me after, and they're like, "Wow, you're so good," blah blah blah. And I ended up moving to New York, so. But that one I remember where I had like a fucking sick goal. Jogo Bonito is like the epitome of what I love about soccer and what I love about creativity. I feel like I try to bring that Jogo Bonito spirit to like all the designs and the way we work at Kid Super. It's like there's this freedom to be creative, try new things, but then at the end of the day, we're also trying to win. You know, Ronaldinho laughed, smiled, blah, blah, but he also won everything on earth. So I think that's another thing to talk about with the Jogo Bonito. But yeah, man, what an era. I mean, obviously the World Cup's coming now and everybody's trying to think of cool ad campaigns, but man, no one's come close to Jogo Bonito. I think there's gonna be a point where America gets really good at soccer. I think it's something it just requires, and it's happening every year, where they have the systems, there's academies. Pretty soon kids are gonna go to academies at a younger age. They're gonna focus on soccer rather than school like other countries. And we just have so many people in the US. It's just, I don't think there's a world where we don't become really, really good. I actually thought we would be better now than we are. Well, my mom is from Spain and my dad's from Ireland. And so growing up, I was always kind of worldly. I didn't feel 100% American. And so I was always inspired by the different backgrounds of my parents, and they were big travelers because we'd go visit my grandparents and stuff. So like before the age of 12, I'd experienced so many different things, from living in different places to traveling to different places, that I was really comfortable with who I was. And so I was instead of like looking inwards and trying to solve whatever those issues are, I was always trying to solve what's outside. And I think it made me kind of entrepreneurial at a young age. And then Europe, it was always weirdly calling me, but it was crazy that Europe and Paris Fashion Week was kind of how I made my name in America. I had to go to Paris to get the support to come back to the US. So, yeah, I mean, obviously I'm super connected.
Style is all about the approach. A fresh way to do an everyday thing. Even a dangerous thing can be dull. But when you give a dangerous thing style, you get what we call art. Sometimes people give you style. Sometimes places. Sometimes style is born within you. Style is the way that you show up, not the way that you're seen. The difference between authenticity and performance. But make no mistake, style is the world's game.
I can't tell if I'm laughing or I'm crying. I can't tell if I'm laughing or I'm crying. I can't tell if I'm laughing or I'm crying. I can't tell if I'm laughing or I'm crying. Let the joy ease the pain. The silence
Style, the world's game.
That was like a 20-minute interview. It would have been impossible to juggle the whole fucking time. I would have been exhausted. Thank you, guys. You know how to get out? Okay. Socha.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Socha.
All right, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Raw.